grab yourself something to drink. I'm drinking Coke Zero at the moment, and let's chat about projection. And this is going to be a good one because I have a lot of thoughts on projection. Crack this bad bat. Crack this bad boy open. Make sure you hydrate, obviously. Yes. Okay. Projection. Here's the thing about projection, and you're going to have a lot of people in your life project things onto you, and once you have enough self-awareness to know when somebody is doing that, it's easy for you to kind of, you don't necessarily have to block it out, but take awareness of that, and that's how it helps you differentiate between taking it personal versus not. And I think a lot of people nowadays, it's so, maybe this happened before I was born, I don't know, but it's so common for people to project things on you. That's through your career and your personal life. If you've ever been pregnant or you are currently pregnant, you absolutely are going through this, where people will, you're going to experience this. Oh, you're going to feel this way. This helps with this. And this is what I did. And I felt that I hated pregnancy, or I like when the baby comes, like same thing. Recently, I've had a friend, which hopefully none of these people are watching this, but if you are, whatever. But recently I've had a friend who left his job to pursue what he wanted to do in music, and he got a really good gig. But then we have this other person who also is pretty successful in music, but they're like, well, I hope it works out for him because you don't really get paid, or you get paid every quarter, like just throwing their experience onto him. And luckily for him, he is getting paid, and in a pretty well way. So it's one of those things that when I was pregnant, it was like, it's going to cause damage on your relationship. It's going to be really hard on your relationship. This is when people separate, blah, 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 blah. But we have a pretty freaking healthy relationship. And quite honestly, pregnancy and having a baby made us closer. So that's false. And then it's like money or career. Like, you need to work hard. Like, my parents, hi if you're watching, but my dad loves to say, like, you need to struggle. You need to struggle. Because that's how he grew up. However, a lot of times for me, I'm one of those people that's like, if you're going to give me advice, like, let me ask for it. Especially when I was pregnant and I heard it all the time. It's just annoying. And quite honestly, people might see it as disrespectful in the way of like, oh, you don't want to hear my opinion. You don't want to listen to me. That's kind of rude. But it's also disrespectful for you to give your opinion and project your life experiences onto somebody who's experiencing something for their first time. And I know if my generation's watching this, we go through this all the time. And quite honestly, what I do, and even when I'm like talking with people and I notice, like, it's a human thing to just like bring up and relate your experience. But a lot of times, like when I'm talking to a friend, I'll be like, oh wait, like you didn't ask for my opinion. Do you want me to keep going? Because I'm not going to keep going if you're going to just like not care. It's just no point. Sip break. I'm considering not even cutting this whole thing. I think I'm just going to post this whole thing. So with projection, yeah, it's just easy for people to put their opinions, put their life experiences onto you. Like, I'm sorry you went through X, Y, and Z, but that's your life, and that happened to you for a reason, for you to grow from it. So, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be my life. And that doesn't mean that has to be my life. And so when people project, just remember, like, especially if you were taking a leap on something and you are really following your intuition and your gut, which falls under the self-awareness I talked about in the beginning, is people's opinions like start to not matter. It's like, that's okay. Got it. Great. I'm about to go on my day, because I also don't want that negative energy in my life. I also don't want what you're projecting in that energy to inflict on the things that I'm doing, because I also fully believe in like energy and people and the evil eye and all that. Besides the point, when people project on you, when people have projections, that's okay. You are also going to have your own projections and opinions. At the end of the day, projections are opinions through lived experiences. So when you learn to kind of adapt to that and how to respond to them, it's much easier. Growing up, I've had family members project things for the longest to me. At the end of the day, at the end of this video, the point is people will project on you. And once you have the self-awareness of how you truly feel, once you have the intuitive gut feeling and you know yourself in and out and you know truthfully what you want in life and truthfully what you want to go for, people's opinions don't matter. Yes, if you ask for an opinion, great. If you're like, I don't know what to do and I'm having some conflict, great. But just know that when you are asking for other people's opinions, they're giving their experience of life, which is great, which is fine. That's what's great about humans, is that we all experience life so differently, and we all go through different experiences where it allows us to have those different experiences and sometimes similar experiences to bond and create greater human race at the end of the day. But also, when it comes to your life, people's opinions, people's projections come from their real life experience. So they will relate to you in the form of, hey, I was also pregnant once. Hey, I also jumped jobs. Hey, I was also in this business and did this thing. But I experienced this, so you are going to experience that. And that's the part of the opinions of the projection that is not, I don't believe it's okay. Because just because somebody else had that experience does not mean that you're going to have the same experience outcome of whatever it is. So that's my takeaway. I've moved places so I could be around people who have broader imagination, who have a more better life than where I was raised. And that has also allowed me to see like just a different form of everything. And there's a lot of people out there that will be like, well, rich people are mean, rich people are rude, rich people, they don't care, or they have it easy. But every single person that I've had or that I've met or I'm friends with that does have some form of money or wealth, they all work their butt off, like hours on end of the day. So then that's that projection. Like, this is how you saw life in a certain way, but this is also how I'm seeing life and when I'm like really talking to these people. And I think that's the great thing about social media, is you could see all varieties of how people live in one great moment. Like, it really doesn't take long, but you have to take things with a grain of salt sometimes, because if you don't have enough self-awareness around you and how you truly feel and how you truly go through life, it makes it harder when somebody does give you their opinion or somebody puts on their experience, that you start questioning, like, oh my gosh, is this person going to cheat on me? Am I going to have multiple baby daddies? Am I going to fail or not, like, get out of my hometown or whatever? But at the end of the day, we all have a different experience, but a shared experience. So take everything with a grain of salt and just think about that when you're talking with people. Like, we all grow up so differently. For one, we all go through different experiences, and it's what makes you you, which is great, but don't let it hold you back, because I have gone through so much time in my life where, this is a projection, I've gone through so much in my life where I have listened to people's opinions, or I would talk and talk and talk about what I'm experiencing, that I'm going in a circle and it's not giving me the definitive conclusion. But ever since I was like, you know what, I don't want anybody's opinions. Unless I outright ask for an opinion, I'd rather not hear it. Because I have done so much self-work and self-love and understanding my gut and what's right for me and now my family, that I don't want your opinion, because I feel like I know what's best for me. And whether what's best for me gives me a lesson or it's right, that's two positives in one situation. But let me experience it. Let me figure it out. Unless I ask you. So that's my thought on projection, and kind of a ramble, but if you enjoyed this content, let me know down below. Subscribe, like, comment. I might do these videos. I love to really talk about deeper inner stuff. Honestly, I think a lot. I ponder a lot. I do a lot of self-work, and obviously my health coaching and everything I post on here as well. But I think this is helpful. So I might just do these sit down chats, and I'll see ya next time. Bye.